What it do, what it do. It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that rocking with me. And yeah, we back in the kitchen. There's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. Terrance Crawford defends Canelo Alvarez. You know, I'm hearing that Inoue has saved boxing because this was a terrible weekend of boxing and all the fights was trash. And Inoue saved boxing by going toe-to-toe with a C-level fighter. Didn't he get dropped again? Was it that same left hook? But the whole boxing world trying to tell Devin, keep the right hand up from the left. Inoue got dropped by the same punch by a C-level fighter, right? And he's still top 3 pound for pound. Getting dropped by lesser competition twice. And that's still top 3 pound for pound. Abdullah Mason is considered a contender. Some can still consider him a prospect. If he was to get dropped in his next fight and he's going up in competition again, it would make me start to wonder. I just don't know. Yeah, the boy got good power. He's fast. He can be light on his feet, but he has no defense. I've said this since I started this channel. Zero defense. You know, Inoue is the Luka of boxing. Nah, that shit just hit me. It just dawned on me. Yeah, he like the Luka of boxing. Yeah. And I ain't real big on the NBA like I used to, but but I noticed I watched Luka play. He's very good offensively. He know how to score, but he's terrible at defense. And they don't really talk about it that much. They act like that shit don't exist. Ant-Man mixed his ass up. It's a lot of shit, but they don't point it out enough that Luka has no defense. Inoue don't either. Pacquiao didn't either. Pacquiao has zero defense. And then that's when they started lying. Well, you know, Pacquiao's offense is his defense. So that's what they're going to say about Inoue. I'm done with it. I'm not even finna talk about it no more. I'm not finna waste no more of my time trying to explain why I don't even have Inoue in my top 10 pounds. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't think Inoue is better than Richardson Hitchens. It's a lot of shit, bro. He damn sure ain't fucking with no boots or no shit like that. No Shakurs and Dev. No, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't think. I'm gonna tell you something. You might not be better than Prince Albert Bell. You ain't better than Ray Ford. Inoue's not better than Ray Ford. I think O'Shaquie Foster beats Inoue. It's a lot of shit, I think. Just way too hittable. He gonna get his ass knocked out. You fight a real puncher, or outboxed when you fight a real boxer. Fuck around and fight Cool Boy at 126. I'm picking Cool Boy. Especially you come over here. Yeah, since you over here and I seen that crowd and they try to make it look like it's full and they don't never really want to show when it's empty, the empty parts, like in the Canelo fight. I noticed that they do that, but when the black fighter fight, well, it's not sold out. Like, y'all just, it's always pocket watching when a black fighter fight. It's always he get hit too much. It's all he got hurt. That would have been the whole story of this fight if he was a black fighter. Oh, man, he got dropped again. Man, black channels would be going berserk. We would be crucifying him. Man, he ain't got no defense, bro. And he fighting C-level fighters. Yeah, we would have washed our hands with him, bro. If Inoue was a black fighter, bro, they would just be saying, bro, like it would be. I'm gonna leave that alone. But anyway, Devin Haney fans, I sat back. Devin did what he had to do to win, and I don't like the criticism. Also, Devin Haney landed more punches than Canelo. And you know what? They gave Canelo 51 punches landed. I don't think he landed that. I think he landed half of that. So Devin Haney landed more punches, but everybody shitting on his performance. I thought T.O. had a shitty performance, and I thought Ryan did too. I thought it was a shitty card just to me. I think every fight was kind of not trash, but basic. Even with Devin Haney, I saw a lot of skills. And I'm not saying that Devin is not a special fighter, but I didn't see a special fighter in that Fatal Fury. I think Devin the best out of all of them. But I'm telling you, it's going to take fighting boots, bro, for me to stamp and say, you know what, Devin's special. I think he the goods. I know he the goods. But just to get to that special level, just that, you know, yeah, you're going to have to fight a boost. But Devin Haney fans, what I don't like, y'all always crying wolf. Y'all play that. Y'all, I'm telling you, bro, y'all Keisha Cole. Y'all Tyler Perry. Y'all, I can do bad all by myself all over again, bro. This some Tyler Perry shit. You motherfuckers want everybody to cry for you, but y'all don't stand for what's righteousness, Devin Haney fans. And what I mean by not standing for what's righteousness, you motherfuckers didn't fight for Michael Fox. I'm saying, bro, William Skull versus Canelo was Michael Fox versus that Mexican or whatever dude he fought that I thought he beat and everybody thought he beat. But the Latino that he fought didn't have the name that Canelo has. That's the same fight I saw. Canelo versus William Skull looked at like Michael Fox versus that dude. Yeah. You know another thing it looked at like? It looked at like Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. The only difference is Canelo did land a few body shots here and there. Here and there. It was rounds where one round Canelo landed one left hook to the body. Bro, that left hook to the body is played out. Fighters just see that shit coming, bro. I just don't know. But anyway, pimping. But yeah, let me finish up with Devin Haney fan. So what I don't like is if you're gonna stand for what's right, stand for what's right. Y'all should have stood with William Skull. Yeah, he Cuban, and I get it and this and that. And you know, but I think any fighter that outboxes another fighter, we should stand for that. I'm telling you, bro, white folks still brag about Willie Pelt winning around without throwing a punch. They still brag about that shit, Jim them. Oh, Jim Lampley them. What's that other white boy? I can't think of him. But yeah, they bragged about Willie Pelt. So, nah, pimping, y'all, if you gonna stand for what's right, stand for what's right, bro. We didn't stand with what's the boy? Carlos Adames. I thought he won. What's that dude? I can't think of his name, from Baltimore that fought the Puerto Rican in Puerto Rico and he lost. And they gave him the loss. He did not lose that fight. And he was supposed to rematch him, but he pulled out the fight. Can't remember his name. Somebody type it in. Yeah, go on, type it in. But anyway, yeah, Devin Haney fans, if you're going to stand for what's right and you're going to call out injustice, call it out, bro. Y'all should have fought with Conor Ben. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit, bro. Fatback Fury didn't catch that kind of heat when he popped dirty. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. But let me say this before I leave Devin Haney alone. I'm not mad at Devin Haney's performance, but Devin Haney fans, let's be realistic. You motherfuckers can talk about that sweet science and the sauce and it's smart fighting. If Devin Haney was to continue to fight and put on performances that he did against Jose Ramirez, I would not continue to watch Devin Haney, and I would question his heart. Now, pimping, you get that one pass. You can't do that in your next fight. I'm gonna criticize you because there was way too many openings that you didn't take. I'm not saying take a whole lot of risks, but bro, it was too many openings. Jose Ramirez is flat-footed. It was too many straight rights that you didn't land. You can't do that in your next fight. Nah, because Devin Haney has never been boring to me. Devin Haney will let that right hand go and he keep that jab in your face. And I'm gonna say this at the very least. You're gonna have to at least do like Larry Holmes. And Larry Holmes, he wasn't just a jabber and top 5 jabber all the time. But he didn't just jab, but a lot of times Larry Holmes would lateral movement, and just slingshot that jab. He'll jab a whole round. He'll jab half a fight, but he still would mix it up and throw the right hand. But if you want to jab, move, I'm cool with that. But you can't move. You was moving and not punching. You was moving. It's too much respect. There's nothing wrong with moving. Even Cassius Clay, the younger version of Ali, he moved, but he always would throw in some shots. He always would create offense in the midst of moving and throwing his opponents off balance. He would throw in shots. So I just want to see you look for openings. And I know you're capable of it. And I do think, and I understand, and I think this fight, you needed to do that. You needed to fight a safe fight. You need to get your confidence back. But I want to see that jab more present. Yeah, I want to see that jab more present. Let's get to Terrance Bud Crawford. And at this point, I'm just gonna make an announcement. I've come to a conclusion. I've been critiquing Terrance Crawford on certain things, and yeah, especially his blackness, but that's a whole nother story. At this point, I just find it hard for me to have respect for Terrance Crawford, and I'm explaining why. When Jermell Charlo fought Canelo, Terrance Crawford was looking to go to 154 and fight Canelo. Yeah, I done whooped on Spence, now I'm going to whoop on Jermell. When Jermell lost that fight, Terrance Crawford blasted him. Oh, man, you didn't even want to win. Hell no, I'm not finna move up and fight no Jermell Charlo. Matter of fact, I'm going to fight Canelo. I ain't going to fight Jermell Charlo because he fought scary. And he didn't put on a great performance. After that Canelo fight, when they passed the mic to you, and they said, what you think about Canelo's performance? Oh, he did good. He did what he had to do. What? So you can tell the black man, yeah, and this some black shit, it all falls back to that. You had so much criticism of Jermell Charlo, but you can't critique Canelo's performance. It was horrible. And I thought he lost, clearly. Let me tell you something. About that fight. Point blank, period. You can say William Skull didn't win or he didn't do enough to win, but there is no way on earth you can tell me Canelo won that fight. There's no way you can explain that shit, bro. If you say Canelo won that fight against William Skull, I'ma damn near think I'ma think it's some self-hate shit. I'ma think it's some monkey shit. I'ma think it's some monkey balls, watermelon, and fried chicken at the same time type shit. If you come in my comments and you say that Canelo won that fight, and you can just say that shit with a sound mind and a clear mind and all that third, and you can't twitch your eye and you don't cross your finger, and you can say that shit with a clear conscience, I'ma damn near think you on dope and doubtful, and I'ma damn near just think that how can you give Canelo that fight? William Skull, I don't hear nobody saying it. In my opinion, he exposed Canelo. This is the same Canelo from the Laura fight. Should William Skull have created more offense? Absolutely. Bro, you did so good. It's like you got caught up into moving that you realize this motherfucker can't even hit me. It's like William Skull just got happy and excited that when he realized that Canelo can't hit me, and he was just down in the quicksand, falling in the quicksand, falling in the quicksand. I was trying to get my weight up, I stepped in the streets, just wake up, taught me how to get cake up, and thing I was doing and step up. I'm just riding the kickstand, falling in the quicksand. His feet are very quicksandish, bro, and they always been that way. And you know, I know another thing. When Canelo fight boxers, people like to say he got old. No, bro. Canelo look like a young version of Canelo if he fight a fighter that's gonna stand in front of him. It ain't that he old, bro. It ain't that he got so much wear and tear. And he said it after the fight. Canelo is very honest. No. I don't like fighters like that. You gonna come fight, stand in front of me and let me hit you. He don't like the work. You know, another thing, psychologically, what I don't like about a lot of aggressive fighters, that's why I do defend Devin and Shakur, and I love the art of boxing. I like power punches, I like all kind of styles, but I will always defend the boxing style because the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, was a boxer first. Sugar Ray Robinson was a boxer first, but his heart was way too big. He just was a fighter, but he had the skills to box. But no, bro. Canelo has always struggled against boxers, bro. He just can't seem to cut the ring off, bro. Jermell Charlo, in my opinion, footwork was not very good. I never thought he had good footwork, ever. Because whenever time he moved, even against Brian Castano, when he tried to box and move, he kept getting hit with that same overhand right. Jermell Charlo is not a good mover. So when he tried that style against Canelo, he caught him in the corner every time. That's the only time Canelo land punches in it, is when he catch you in the corner. Mid-range, Canelo couldn't do shit with William Skull. William Skull started dancing and playing. Bro, he got a little bored in there. It was too easy. Terrance Crawford, I lost respect for you because I thought you considered yourself pound for pound. And when you're a true competitor, when you're a true junk, you're a dog, you looking for the best competition. You ain't just looking for a name and some money. I thought you supposed to be looking. You said in an interview with Shannon Sharp that Canelo is a complete fighter. He can do it all. He is elite in all areas. This is what you said. You said Canelo top 5 pound for pound. Bro, Canelo was never that good, bro. His only rivalry is Triple G, and Triple G was overrated, and he arguably lost one of them fights. That's his only rivalry. Just like with Inoue, bro. Inoue has no rivalry he has beat. He be cool, boy. You know? But I think it's a lot of factors played into him losing that fight. You know, the number one reason is he stayed at 122 too long. And he came to your country, drinking y'all water and shit. It's a lot of shit, bro. Anyway, get a pass. I'm going to get off anyway. I don't even want to talk about that shit no more. I just hate, and with black people just, I just don't know. But Canelo Alvarez, it's never that, bro. I never seen him as that. He good at setting up shots. He always had good power. He got a very good chin, but skill-wise, and yeah, he started using head movement and doing good upper body movement, but he never was elite. Canelo has never had elite defense. Canelo has never had an elite jab. I gotta be honest. Canelo does have a good jab. He just don't use it much. He do got a good jab. He just don't use it. He a hooker. That's all he is. Left hook, right hook. That's all he throw. And if he catch you just sitting right there on the inside, he'll throw the uppercut. That's all he is. He's not an all-around fighter, bro. You know, it's a sad day. If Terrance Crawford really wanted to test himself, in my opinion, the best fight in boxing is Terrance Crawford versus Jerome Buchanan. Somebody young, bro. Somebody that's arguably faster than you. You know, I think you got the higher ring IQ. I think you'll win that fight. That's the fight, bro. Not Canelo. It's a bad look. When I seen you defend that performance, bro, it just lets me know you are all about the money and trying to act like this Canelo shit. You know another thing? What I don't like what you do, you know, I'm gonna say the realest shit ever. And it was always this way. That's why motherfuckers, you know, what's that shit? You better be careful what you say to me, 'cause it might turn around on you. You better be careful what you do to me, 'cause somebody might do it to you. If the shoe fits, wear it, girl. Listen, Earl Spence Jr. was always a bigger star than Canelo, and I said it, and I meant that shit. Earl Spence was always a bigger star. But Terrance Crawford didn't treat him that way. Terrance Crawford tried to act like he was just as big a star as Earl. But when it come to Canelo, oh, he's the god. He's so huge. Y'all didn't see them empty seats they was trying to hide? Who the fuck? Bro, I'm telling you, I talked to a lot of people over the weekend. Nobody knew Canelo was even fighting. Bro, people didn't even know. And that's the face of boxing. Why we gotta lie, bro? Nobody talks about Canelo, bro. Ain't nobody looking for him, bro. This Terrance Crawford versus Canelo fight, they gonna try everything to try to make this a mega fight. It might work, bro, but don't be surprised if it ain't big as you think, bro. And another thing, Terrance Bud Crawford, I think you better than Canelo, but I think Canelo is also a dirty fighter. I think a lot of shit, and I think he's worried about fighting you. But you gonna give him what he want. You gonna stand in front of him. You gonna stand right there. It's gonna become a point in that fight. You gonna stand right in front of Canelo, and you gonna do that Imano shit. We'll see. We'll see. I wish you the best, bro, but I just can't respect you, bro. If they was to ask Terrance Crawford right now, he would still say Inoue is top 3. If Inoue was a black fighter, it's a higher scale, it's a higher level of performance when you are considered a pound for pound top 10 or let alone top 3, bro. It's things that are required of you. You have to fight the best competition available, and you have to have great performances when you're considered a top 3 pound for pound fighter, bro. Just don't get no criticism. But Boots get hit too much. A lot of shit, he ain't been dropped. And he done fought punchers. So, anyway, it's just all fake. But yeah, that's my 2-3 cents. Terrance, you doing whatever. And it's becoming WWE. You doing whatever to get that bag. You don't give a fuck. I'll tell you, deep in the back of his mind, and I know Bowman, because Bowman is a great trainer. But, bro, William Skull won that fight. And even if you don't think he won, there's no way you can tell me Canelo won. I would have been cool with a draw. Because neither one of them did much of anything. This was a fight, but Canelo really didn't do nothing. Canelo was missing. Devin fell out the ring a couple times. William Skull was clowning him. This don't get talked about. So, but yeah, Devin Haney fans, don't act like y'all pleased with that shit. I give Devin Haney a pass because he's coming off being cheated. Devin Haney cannot fight like that in his next fight, or I will have a whole lot of shit to say about it. You get to move, because I'm gonna start thinking you scared. You know, you can be a boxer and be a dog at the same time. Pernell Whitaker was. It's a lot. You can be a boxer and be defensive and still be a dog. You wasn't no dog against Jose Ramirez. You gonna have to be, because Devin has always been a dog. Even though he boxed, he's a dog. So you gonna have to do a whole lot more in your next fight, bro. And I hope it ain't with Ryan. I wouldn't mind the Rolly fight. I wouldn't mind you fighting Brian Norman or something like that, whatever. But I wish you the best, bro. But yeah, you get surpassed for that Jose Ramirez fight, and you was wrongfully criticized. I thought T.O. was boring as fuck. I thought that performance was terrible. All that dry-ass tongue and shit, and you ain't landing punch. I'll tell you, bro, he got hit with a left hook in the middle of trying to do the Ali shuffle. Just a disgrace. Trying to act like you us. Like, but teach his own. Terrance Crawford is... I'm telling you, bro, I done seen it a lot in my life, but you went to the... I'm telling you, a brother, when he gets some money, or... Ever since that Spence fight, bro, you just lost in your own sauce. You lost in your own sauce. But in the midst of you being lost in your own sauce and doing all this bragging, you're doing what the typical black men in America do today. You bow down to another culture, saying that y'all are better than me. It's more than saying Canelo is the face of boxing. You're saying them people better than you. And they support the L's more than we support our. You say all that shit you want. Canelo ain't bigger than Tank, bro. He wasn't bigger than Earl, bro. And he damn sure wasn't bigger than Floyd. This is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, George J. That,